Hello Mzansi, welcome to another episode of Farmers Inside Track, proudly brought to you by Food for Mzansi. I'm your host, Duncan Masua, and welcome to another edition in our Farmer Mentor series. Now in this special on-the-road edition, we catch up with Khuliso Madima, a passionate fruit farmer based in Thohoyandou, Limpopo. Now once a corporate project manager in the IT industry, Khuliso transitioned into farming, continuing her family's legacy of growing litchis and mangoes. She shares her journey of integrating technology into agriculture, navigating market challenges, and expanding her business to multiple fresh produce markets across South Africa. From overcoming financial hurdles to strategically managing seasonal crops, Khuliso's insights are invaluable for anyone looking to succeed in farming. I'm sitting with Khuliso Madima, right? And you'd remember her as one of the Koteva Soil Sisters for 2022, I think. Cohort 2. Geez, so you were one of the OGs.
Yes.
The program. It's lovely chatting with you, Khuliso. We met back then and It's lovely seeing you again now.
Yeah.
For those that might not know, give a brief overview of your farming business.
We are in the subtropical farm, which has litchis and mangoes. It's a fruit place. It's the Garden of Eden
The garden
of the region, yes. I get to have the best fruits, the juiciest fruits, the top quality because of the advices from the subtrop.
You came from a very different industry. I believe at some point you were working for MTN.
Yeah. I studied business information systems, which is on the IT side. So I was a project manager at MTN. We had this project that we would go out to schools and we will put in IT in the schools and transform the schools with children with disabilities, and we will get them assistive devices. So it was a very big thing.
Sure. So from IT to farming, what made you join the agriculture sector?
I can actually integrate the two and I'm loving it. Because I make this IT to transform agriculture and advance it so that it gives the best production. Yes, that's my other business on the side
On the
now.
side, yeah.
I should make sure that IT intervenes and advances my agricultural side. So it was just through inheritance that I got in, and my mother made me fall in love with it because
She was a farmer?
So the farm started from my dad, then it was transformed to my mother when my dad passed on, and then my mother now, because of old age, she made me take over. She didn't say it, but because she would want me to help during COVID, that's when I started. It was just a matter of me helping out in the family business, and then there I was in.
Sure. And I can imagine taking over in a certain extent in COVID-19 could have been a scary experience, especially what was happening at the time and the issues or the challenges that existed, but probably you weren't affected.
I started as helping and I fell in love, and I wouldn't say for our side it was challenging. For me, it was just breath of fresh air. You're coming from the corporate and then now in farming. It's just a beautiful space in farming, but it does come with its own challenges. When you succeed, it does make you very happy, but when there are challenges, you just deal with them straight on.
Tell us a bit about your markets. Who do you supply? Take us through that.
I'm supplying different markets, the Pretoria market, the City Deep, the one in Zanin, the one in Polokwane. I've also approached the one in Cape Town. So those are the market that I'm dealing with currently. And then except for those that come individually, especially people from KZN and Durban, they come in trucks to collect the fruits and they get good prices, farm gate prices. But so those are my customers.
Yeah.
What is good about them, they're getting very good quality.
Okay, now that's
that
great.
fits to even be export.
Yeah. And I suppose that quality contributes to your success as a farmer. A lot of farmers will tell you that they often struggle with access to markets and getting into these markets that you talk about. What has been some of the biggest lessons for you when it comes to navigating the market success and ensuring that you see success in that?
I would say that attending those subtrops, they always have these gatherings, and attending them and also exposing yourself to when there are meetings, and then you get to know who is doing what, and then you approach them and market what you are doing. So that has worked for me. And also with the extension officers, they would also give advice. So where to go, who to contact. Yeah. So that has really helped.
I believe that you often get to learn or know more about a farmer when you hear the challenges that they've experienced. Because I think in challenges, it shows who people are and how they approach farming and how they deal with challenges. What have been some of the challenges that you faced that might have brought you to a point where you thought, okay, maybe we should close shop?
Challenges are when you have so much fruit and now you have to buy material to package the fruits and you find that don't have the finances. So what happens now? Then resort to selling at the farm gate. The price will be lower, but it gets you to have finances, then to go and buy material. Then you start sending out to bigger markets which pay better, and then that is one of them. Okay, we just had rains now. Now you have to keep the farm at that standard, cleaning and everything. So that is diesel, that is oil, that is, of course, extra workers just to keep the farm clean. I would say most of it is operational funds because it's every day money coming out, and then when it's a seasonal fruit, the money will come at the end of the season. Now you have to plan on how it will sustain the farm for the whole year.
Is there cash crops involved?
I decided to do that. I've got 25 hectares on cash crops, and then for this year, I decided to do sugar beans. And there will be another company that will be joining me for pepper dew. So that is the plan. You just rotate the crops and then you see which companies that you will be supplying to. Yeah.
Managing a farm that is diverse as yours, how do you prioritize? How do you decide, okay, we are investing this much into this specific commodity and then next season we are going to invest in how do you approach those kinds of decision making?
You look at what is working for that time and what are the emergencies. Using the project management skills. So they come in handy, and then you look at, okay, what is it that we should deal with right now? Okay, at the end of the season, then you look at, okay, what will be dealt with, what will come as a priority, what will put in money, what will sustain, what will be money for sustaining. So you decide on that.
Yeah. Was there ever a decision that you took at the beginning of a season and it failed horribly?
Yes. I was deciding to do organic farming. It's very costly.
Sure.
So it didn't work out too well. So I decided to just go back to my commercial.
What about it didn't work for you? Was it the initial investment into it and the returns being sort of over a longer period of time as opposed to short?
So that is organic farming. So there's a lot of cash injection, but for that money to come back, for the investment, for return on investment. I think on smaller spaces it can work. So with me, I went big. So that was the issue. I should have taken it like small portions at a time. So there is a portion, just half a hectare that I'm practicing to go back to it. So, cause ideally that's what I would want.
What I love about these conversations is because someone else is listening to the conversation and they might have been about to do the same mistake. So I love that people get to learn from others as well. Going forward, what are some of the things that you'd like to implement? We talked a bit to me offline about your desires for exportation. What are your dreams for the farm going forward?
Well, besides exportation, I wanted the farm to be a fully fledged farm. Like, the opportunities are there. I don't want to only focus on one thing. Yes, I can do cash crop fruits, but there's fish and vegetables, the aquaponics, And there's also an opportunity with bees. So I just want a fully fledged farm where you get to that farm. Because there's the opportunity, the land is there, the opportunities. That's what I want. I don't want to only focus on one thing. I'm very diverse.
Someone told me you'll know when a farmer has made it in life when they are able to experiment just for the sake of experimenting. And hopefully you'll get there very soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, there you have it, folks. Khuliso Madima, a passionate fruit farmer based in Thohoyandou, Limpopo. You can, of course, read more on this topic by visiting www.foodformzansi.co.za. Remember to subscribe to our podcast on your favorite platform so you never miss any of the episodes. From me, Duncan Masua, our technical producer, Megan van der Vent, and the rest of #Team Food for Mzansi, thanks for listening.